There's Tom. Getting some writing in today. Page 2. Yes, page 2. There's Nicholas in. Working on page 30. Page 30. Chapter 30. Of Down and Dirty 5. Which is going to be released in July. July. There's Mr. Frank. So according to my feed, I'm in purple, Tom's in red, Nick's in green, and Frank's in blue. What's the next color coming in if we get somebody else? You know what I'm saying? What's the next color? Yet on the other feed that's directly on my Twitch thing, I'm in orange, Tom is in pink, but yet Nick is in green and Frank is in blue. This is a crazy world we live in, people. Crazy. Does any of it make sense? No. None. None sense. But I'm going to get some writing in, so that's all that really matters to me. And to you. I don't want to be Mr. Pink. I'll be my purple. You are in gray. This is it's insane, just the random colors. Just insane. Like Crazy Eddie. His prices are insane. It's a reference that some of you will get. My goal really is just to get to the end of this page, which is very close. It's right there. You see it? See, it's right there. Is tax filing inconsistent? What's this create a clip thing? I don't even know what you're even talking about. So guess what? No idea. No idea what that even means. Some hose you. I don't even know where you're even talking about. I don't see that anywhere. I don't see create a clip. I don't see that. I see that nowhere. Though I'll be honest with you, I don't know what most of this shit is. Like a whole thing, I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. Why don't you create a damn clip, sons of bitches? What's this now? Come on, I'm trying to work here. So you can do like a 30-second clip. Huh. I don't even know where that is. I don't even know where that is. It's part of the show. I don't know. Okay. I believe you. I don't think you're making it up. I don't know what all that is. Again, I'm not really smart enough to really should be doing this. I'm seeing it between the live feed and chat. Well, my setup is different. My live feed is to the left of the chat. No, I don't see any of that other stuff. Share that shit then, you know what I'm saying? No, it doesn't seem like it's for me. It seems like it's for you guys to go, wow, look at what I'm watching. Blah, 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 blah. It's for your loyal viewers. I've been going through my B and F edits and I'm feeling like the guy who edits Mark Tufo. Nice. Yeah. I really screwed up my present tense, past tense thing. So I was just like, I just gotta go through the whole thing. I also have to go to the bathroom right now. Talk amongst yourselves, boys. I'm back. Whew. That was brutal. That was that one that just sneaks up on you. What did I miss? Let's see what we got here. Next page, Nick's in. Sorry for the delay, I had to go to the bathroom. I have no idea why I did it, but half the thing I use periods instead of commas at the end of quotes with dialogue tags. Yeah, that's not good. There was an author that I worked with. They did that too. I'm like, you should know better. If you've read anything. That's called being a literary artiste. So I'm linking for this treasure, and the locals aren't supporting my dynamite precision. What's a few more holes between friends? I really hope you are not using dynamite. That's what she said. And I guess this guy on TikTok had $50 somewhere in New Jersey and challenged you to find it. I'm hoping this mini treasure hunt thing goes viral. Is it at the Dirt Mall? Probably is at the Dirt Mall. $50 would cover my gas to get there. It's not about the money. It's about the fame, the notoriety. Fame and notoriety. Speaking of which, Mr. Frank, I did my walk and talk video with your latest question. It is up live now. If you watch Find Me Jose Monkey videos or Josie Monkey videos, it's kind of like that. He shows a close-up where he stashed the 50. This case was under some landscaping rocks. Then pulls back, does a quick pan of the area and challenges you to go find it. Pretty neat. Well, that's where I'm hoping it goes viral and others start doing it all over. It's not the treasure, Nick. It's the adventure, exactly. Nick knows the treasure is under the giant boulder, and it's going to take him 2 years to blow up the boulder. Pretty sure the guy hid the 50 in grounds for sculpture, not Fountains of Wayne. That's where I would have hit it. Alright, looks like we lost a viewer while I had to go to the bathroom. Which I'm fine with. If you can't wait, then you can't wait. I couldn't wait. Yesterday I had tortellini. I made tortellini for lunch. And I made the Newman's Own whatever it's sakamaju, whatever the heck it is, gravy sauce. I used half of it yesterday, and then I made 4 croissants. Then I dipped the croissants and I ate them. But the croissants are too flaky; they break apart. I shouldn't have done croissants. They're not Newman's Own tortellini, the sauce, the gravy that you put on the tortellini. Because I'm not making that myself. And then last night, I was like, all this running around, I gotta go to the office. I got like 10 minutes worth of work I have to do, but I can only do it from my computer at work. So she's like, do you want to come for the ride and we'll go grab some dinner? I'm like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? I went with her. So as we're going, we're trying to find a place to eat. And she's like, how about wings? And I'm like, you know what? We haven't had wings in a while. Some good boneless wings. And there's a place called Island Wings. So you know they probably have wings. We go there. So, here's story time. We walk in and they're doing trivia night. Yes, Newman's Own Island Wing. You know it. They're doing trivia night. So there's this lady, young girl on a microphone being super, super loud. And it's all on the screens, you know. Let me make some coffee first before I tell the story. Psh, psh, psh. Coffee. Oh, delicious. Tom likes trivia night. Shelly and I, when we first started dating, we used to go to a place near St. Augustine. We used to meet every Tuesday night or Thursday night. We had a little team. And we would go to trivia night. And that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so we're there. And first off, the people working there, the girl at the counter, tiny little girl, but she had such an apple bottom ass in super super tight shorts. So we walked up and she's facing the bar and talking to somebody. So we're just standing there. And finally, Shelly moves up and she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she seats us. And as we're following, Shelly's like, "I know you're staring at her ass." I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." Then she left. And then we sit down. And then it's loud. There's nobody. We get our menus. We sit there for like 5 minutes. Nobody's even looking at us. And there's like 8 or 9 waiters and waitresses. And they're all up near the front, all just chit-chatting and talking and looking at yelling out answers for the trivia. Which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to use a little clicker. Then there's this set of 3 girls. There's a big girl. She was pretty. There's a very small girl. She was not pretty. And then there was a Spanish chick with another phenomenal ass. They were sitting kind of diagonal to us. But they were just kind of loud and obnoxious. Then a guy finally comes over. "Oh, anybody take your order?" No. And we literally were like, "All right, 5 more minutes and we're going somewhere else. I'm not doing this. I'm an old man. I'm not sitting here for half an hour and nobody's doing anything." So he finally took our order. Trivia. What artist sued Kiss over their 1998 deep cut Dreamin' of the legendary Psycho Circus? Legendary Psycho Circus? I don't remember that album being legendary, but Blank Hook, Pulse, incorrect. Weird Al Yankovic. I'm right. So, so we order our food, and then then there's a girl. This is not racist, I'm just saying, there's this very, very heavy white girl with a African American gentleman at one of the tables. And so she had very, very tight jeans on with her thong over her hips, very big hips. And she had like a half shirt, I don't even know, it was like a bandana. It looked like. And it was just tied in the front, and her boobies are like here, and it was just tied out here. And she stood up, and those things just bounced. And I'm like, that guy's going to have a fun night. Then another chick comes in with another African-American gentleman, and she got boobs like this, and you could just tell they were fake, and she's wearing a little skirt with a little thong underneath because she slides into the booth and just basically, she knows everybody's looking, sticks her ass up. So I was having a good time. Gene Simmons said it was legendary. I think Gene Simmons, legally, you're not allowed to use the word legendary unless you pay him. Unlike that Bon Jovi BS legendary nonsense. Yeah. Gene Simmons sued himself for them. That makes sense. This is the beginning of it's the Sir Mix-a-Lot video. Jackson really is amazing. The things you see out in the wild. So then we get our food. I got the honey barbecue wings. So now these are not they don't put any of their food in the fryer. Okay. It's something. Let me look it up real quick because there was some bullshit that somebody was saying. They offer baked chicken wing sandwiches, burgers, seafood, mac and cheese salads, etc. So they bake everything. There's no frying, anything. The French fries, the cheese sticks, none of it. And it was good. They weren't as heavy. Like, there's a place around here, Dick's Wings. That's right, Dick's Wings. Like I'm 5. And they end up baking them, cooking them too much, frying them, and then they get really hard, and that's disgusting. Baked wings are kind of hippie, right? But you know what? They are so much better for you. Because Shelly looked that up. They are so much better for you. And they tasted delicious. they weren't very heavy with oil, which was nice. So we might go back. I mean, they weren't cheap, but nobody's got cheap wings anymore. And then the they play music sometimes between like the trivia, like, part one, part two, and then the Spanish chick was up dancing, shaking her hips, and I was just like, oh, I'm enjoying this. And then they had a vote on, do you want to do, I think it was I don't know if it was a Backstreet Boys song or a Nickelback song. And what are we going to sing? And I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And then everybody voted. They voted for the Backstreet Boys song. And then they played the Backstreet Boys song. And then everybody was singing. Then the girl was coming around with the microphone. And she was putting it in people's faces. And they were singing the line. It was like karaoke stupid thing. And I was like, they better not come over to me. Because I'm just going to say, the fuck away from me. Be an old man. But they didn't. Yeah, no Jackal song. I figured, but I was like, well, at least we didn't hear Nickelback. And so, not going there. Yeah, it was just too much. It was fucking loud. And the girl on the microphone would not shut the fuck up. She's like, she, all of a sudden she's just like, all right, here's the next question. What artist sued Kiss over their 1998 deep cut Dreamin' off the legendary Psycho Circus album? Anybody? Okay, so there's 4 answers up there. And so so if you know the answer, you know how to do, you buzz in with the thing. Okay, anybody? Anybody else? Anybody like Kiss here? Anybody a big Kiss fan? Anybody know the song we're talking about? And she just go on and on and on for like 5 minutes. Just not shutting the fuck up, just keeps talking. And a lot of times I have to lean across the table, either to tell Shelly something or hear what she's saying, or to lean forward because the girl in the booth has leaned over for some reason again, and I'm looking at her thumb. So there's a lot of sights, good food. Then we went to her office, and I read the last 20 pages of James Lee Burke, The Neon Rain, which I'll be doing a video for this afternoon, unless I take a long nap. I finished it, and I sat in her office and I read like the last 15, 20 pages, and then she was like, all right, we're going home. Then we came home. And at this point, Shelly's gotten 2 hours of sleep in 3 days. I'm sure she was, exactly, yeah. She was just like, I cannot wait to go home. I just need to go to sleep. So yeah, so we came home. And I had been watching a baseball game. Then we got home. There was another baseball game on. She was like, "Are we gonna watch?" It's like 9 o'clock now. Are we watching baseball? I said, "Watch whatever you want to watch." I said, "Let's watch. Let's watch Dark Side of the Ring, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert episode." So we watched that. And then I'm like, you know what? It's like 10 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm like, I'm gonna go read. So here's my problem. Here's my dilemma. My reading problem. The second James Lee Burke book, Heaven's Prisoners, is a loan from a library in Arkansas, and I have until the 9th to read it. And if I don't, then I think they're going to charge me for the book or something. I don't know. I probably can just call the number on the thing. But anyway, I'm like, you know what? No. I normally don't read 2 books in a row by the same author, but I'm going to read this second book. First book was good enough. Probably a 4-star. Except for all the racist stuff in it. And then I'm like, I'll just start it. So I started reading the second book last night. So now I'll knock through that book in the next, I guess I got a week. I guess I got till next Friday to bring it back. So there you go. There you go. So then my wife had to get up early today to take her aunt to the doctor. Then she's taking the dog. I love that guy. Then she's taking the dog to the vet for something. I don't know. And then hopefully she'll come home and she'll be like, I'm off all weekend. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll take a nap right now. We're doing hot dogs for dinner. Yesterday we had a delivery from Walmart. My wife takes care of her mom, her aunt, me, her, everybody's pills. And so she has them delivered now. And so she's like, well, Walmart, I'm doing the order. It's free delivery. Do we want anything? I said, you know what I want from Walmart? One of those giant effing pizzas. You ever have one of those pizzas? They're freaking huge. They're like $10 or something. I'm like, I want a giant freaking pizza. I said, you know what? We haven't had hot dogs. Hot dogs and hot dog buns. Get some of those. I also need some more tortilla shells. So that's what we did. She got them all in yesterday. I'm sorry, we only carry books of that type of language. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that book. Yeah, that's in our KKK section, down in aisle 3. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was. And I'm like, it's 1987. This book came out, so it's not like, well, this is the 60s. You know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this review of it. I had like an honest to goodness roast beef sub last night from Tasty Subs last night. You said last night way too many times in that sentence. A roast. What compelled you to order a roast beef sub? It had been so long since I had a real sub, really. I had like 3 pub subs last month. Joy ordered subs for dinner. She just orders random subs. Did we ever get the kiss answer? No. Mr. Frank's going to hold that on that one. He has that power over us. I'm talking about legit sub shop sub. Well, I get what you're saying. Like, you didn't go to Subway. You didn't go to, like, Jersey Mike's or something. You went to a legitimate sub place. I get it. Oh, Alice Cooper. He claimed it sounded too close to I'm 18. Interesting. Another bad song. I mean the legendary song I'm 18? Which it does. So, he was right. That's an excellent trivia. They didn't have that one last night. But if they did, she would be like, okay, so the answer, boom, it would clip Alice Cooper. And then she would say, Alice Cooper, anybody know any big Alice Cooper fans here? Anybody know I'm 18? Anybody want to sing a little bit of the song while we're setting up for the next one? I'm 18. Anybody just want to sing this? Like, shut the fuck up. You're not cute enough to be talking so much. Give the mic to the chick wearing a bandana covering her boobs. I'll listen to her talk. I'll listen to the hostess with the great ass talk, but other than that, no. Alice Cooper's probably there. I think he was. He was sitting in the corner, and he was talking about some golfing tips to people, and he was drinking a Shirley Temple or Virgin Daiquiri. For some reason, he had all of his makeup on too, which is weird. Alice Cooper. Oh, we did Alice Cooper. Where the fuck is that sheet? I hate when I write too many things on papers. There it is. I just broke 36,000 words on this story. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with it? I don't know. Excuse me. Today for lunch I had sausage stuffed ravioli. Why? Because the Maine lobster ravioli they did not have again. So mad. Look at them crazy kids, right? Those are some fun times in our younger days. Man. Back then, Frank, we could stay up all night. You know what I'm saying? Up all night. Couple of nips on a flask. I'm good for 10 more hours. Now it's like, oh, it's fucking 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Screw this. Why is it when I come down we go? Why is it when I come down we go to the library, but on a random weeknight you see more than I do in a month up here? What? What? Let me try to. Who's typing this, Frank? There's nobody at the library. You gotta go to the friggin' fancy wing house. I think there's gonna be about 75 or 80 people at Shelley's 50th birthday bash now. Which will be very interesting. Very interesting. Your wing experience, I'd take over another library question and answer. There you go. Welcome to Jacksonville. You got to get here earlier than the Thursday, and you got to leave later than the Monday, Nick. That way you can hang out and we can actually visit places and you can see the sights. So you're always so busy doing other stuff. You're always so busy being whipped by that imaginary girlfriend of yours. It sounds like I'm making coffee. Just wait for Saturday, MondoCon. It's going to be off the hook. Off the hook. Completely off the hook. We will not even be touching the hook. It will be so off. It'll be like, where's the hook? The hook is so far gone, we don't even remember. Do you remember that it was a hook? I don't know. We're going to have the DJ there. We're going to have food there. We're going to have dancing, alcohol, partying, strippers. Probably not strippers. Oh, I probably wouldn't hire strippers for me. All good things. All good things. Will Fred Durst be there? Yeah. Who do you think's going to be serving the barbecue? Come on! Well, FedEx just stopped in front of my house. Give me something good, boys. I don't think I ordered anything. Do you remember? I remember. Top Fast for love. That's something for the fucking pets. It's a Chewy box. Well, don't run across my grass that just got mowed today by the chick in the tight yoga pants. People drive like crazy people. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to go see author Ted Mooney at the Clay County group. I know Ted for many years, and yeah. So I'm going to do that at 10 a.m. That's probably till about 11:30. Then I'll probably grab me some lunch. Check out some Botox. And then at 1 is young Mike is doing a book signing at the library in Jack's Beach. So I'll head over there. Hang out with him for a little bit until his annoying friends show up, who I don't really like. Then maybe I'll stop at Taco Lou's, grab me a couple of scalloped tacos, and then head home. All the Jacksonville stars will be there. Fred Durst, the dude in the wheelchair from Leonard Skinner. Yeah. that guy. The other guy who was in Leonard Skinner, and he was also in Blackfoot, and he was also in 38 Special, and he was also in Molly Hatchet, and 14 other Jacksonville bands. They're never a chick wearing a toga. Maybe. Is Ted the guy who came to your house and tried to leave right away? No. You've never met Ted. Ted Mooney is a guy who wrote a book. He was like in the Peace Corps or some bullshit like that years ago. Then he wrote a fiction book about some guy in the Peace Corps. He's an older gentleman. Him and his wife are like kind of hippie-ish. And I happened to be sitting next to him when I did the Sunshine State Book Festival several years ago. And we chatted, and then he did a couple of signings in places, and he invited me to also sign. And we did an outdoor, I think 2 outdoor events. Me, him, Victoria Nations, and Amanda Ward. We did a couple of events before COVID. But I really haven't seen him in probably a couple years, and then I saw he was going to be there, and then the guy Lou from the Clay County group was like, oh, you had recommended him, and we finally found a month that he could come and hang out. So I'm like, maybe I'll go. He was in the Peace Corps, and you're saying he's like kind of, yeah, that was like many years ago. Like you could tell this is the dude. He's more like Alex Keaton's parents now. They used to be hippies, but they're not. They still have those sensibilities, though. He'll be signing at Patchouli Fest 2025. Also, yes, he will be. He will be there. He will be at WeedCon. Taco Lou's. It's a Taco Lu''S. That's right, it's an apostrophe. That's the way I talk. We also watched a Hollywood Demon episode last night, the newest one on stalking. That was an interesting one. The 50-year-old dude who wanted to hang out with Justin Bieber. That guy was weird. Some musician chick I've never heard of. I had to look her up, and I'm like, yeah, she's nobody. She was being stalked. Ashanti was being stalked. All these people. Sandra Bullock. Dr. Drew had been stalked. So that was a good episode. Was that the one with the guy who was going to marry Miley Cyrus? Yes. Yes, he definitely was going to marry her. She was 16. The funny part was, he followed her when she was doing her movie, and it was filmed on Tybee Island. We were just there. I didn't see Miley Cyrus. Shanti Shanti, great baby metal song. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Didn't one of those girls quit or get too old for the group like the Japanese Menudo? What would be cool with baby metal is one of the girls quits, right? And then they just add like some dude from Brazil is in the band now. For that makes no sense. Or an actual baby. They're just like one of the girls quits because she had a baby. But then the baby's like, screw you, Mom, I want to be in the band. So then the baby just kind of cries in the background. I'd go see that. Akira Takasaki, the guitar player from Loudness, just joins Baby Metal randomly. Again, I'd go see it. What's that band where the singer is a dog? I don't know. Let's look that shit up. Never heard of that. The grindcore band Canonus had a dog as the lead vocalist. The band formed as a side project by members of the band Most Precious Blood. Featured two pit bull terriers, Budgie and Basil, as their vocalists. The dog's vocals consisted of growls and barks. I would have never guessed that. Canonus was known for their animal rights activism and dog rescue activities. Wow. They were only active from 92 to 2011, though. Another question they have is Hatebeak a real band? Hatebeak. Hatebeak is an American death metal band formed by Blake Harrison and Mark Sloan, featuring Waldo, who was born in 1991, a gray parrot. One of their songs is Bird Seeds of Vengeance. They are a parody. They make fun of bands like Judas Priest, Hatebreed, Morbid Angel, Nile, and others. Crazy. I love just like the random. Are any of the Spinners still alive? No. None of the original members of Spinners are currently alive. Currently alive. It says currently. I love AI. They're not currently alive. At some point in the future, though, one of them could be. Yeah. Is Hootie and the Blowfish a real band? That's one of the questions. Answer no. Are the Choir Boys a real band? Obviously. What band was fake? Milli Vanilli says. It's the only one that pretended to be real. What is the greatest song by a fake band? Scotty doesn't know. What is the most beautiful song to ever exist? Oh, that Kiss song that Mr. Frank was talking about. There's a whole list, but Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now by Phil Collins, obviously on this list. Annie Song by John Denver, Believe by Josh Groban. I mean, what's the hardest song you can sing? 23 of the hardest, most difficult songs to sing. You ready? I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Cry Me a River by Michael Bublé. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Super Massive Black Hole by Muse. Who is the most beautiful woman in the world ever? AI says Frank Edler. That's pretty cool. According to the Golden Ratio, Bella Hadid and Jodie Comer score very high. Other names that appear include Demi Moore, Beyonce, Lupita Nyong'o, and Audrey Hepburn. Who is the best singer in the world? Bruce Dickinson. What is the shortest song to sing? The shortest song in the world is You Suffer by Napalm Death. Queen doesn't even sing that song live. They sung the beginning, and then when it gets that Love Strange middle session, they left the stage to change costumes while recording played. Exactly. Is Kelly Clarkson a good singer? Yes. Considered a very good singer. What music is hardest to sing? Emotions by Mariah Carey is number one. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. That's not a Whitney Houston song. Bohemian Rhapsody, Dream On, Unchained Melody. Alright, I'm done with that rabbit hole. And I'm done with you for the day. Thank you for hanging out. I will not be on this weekend. I might drop a review video or something, but I won't be on here on Twitch. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for coming in. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe here on Twitch, and also on the YouTube. I want you to follow me so you can see all of these videos, and I can... Glenn Campbell is the answer for all of those. Exactly. And you guys have a great weekend. Seriously, have a great weekend, okay? Just do your thing, that thing you do.